Hey Ben, so we're back now. This has been our fourth episode now. That's pretty awesome,
Yep,
dude.
that's right.
I never thought you and I'd be friends like this and be able to stand each other for 4 episodes, but here we are, right?
Maybe 5 will be the cutting point. I don't know. We're
Hey,
at the breaking point.
That's right. But today, Ben, we're going to spend some time on the parks. There's 4 with the potential 5th one coming that we're going to go visit today, right?
Yep. We have parks growing here in town. We're standing here in National Road Park, which is over near Cumberland Post Office, back behind Dollar Tree, across the street from Town Hall.
Ironically named National Road Park, probably because US 40 is National Road.
That's
fun
correct.
Fact for those that didn't know that, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So what do we have behind us? And I know we were talking before we got on air here. The town of Cumberland recently got some money involved and have been doing some work here at this park in particular over the last couple of years. What happened here?
Sure, yeah. We got land water conservation funds from Department of Natural Resources to redo National Road Park a few years ago now. Sitting behind us, the playground is brown.
Now we're on the other side of National Road Park, right? We were just over there at the playground.
Correct.
We happened to walk past a wetlands, right? And
that's right. Yep. We have preserved wetlands in National Road Park. We're establishing wetland plants over time. When we first established that, it was kind of just a muddy drainage area. So we've been letting it go back natural, put some wetland wildflowers and things in there, and we're going to continue to establish that over time.
Which is awesome. And me being in the development world, wetland can be a good word or it can be a bad word. It depends what you're trying to develop. But in this case,
it's good for parks.
It's good for parks. That's right. It's good for parks. So despite your opinion on wetlands, for parks it is very good. And what are we looking back here? This is another part of that project money that you received, the town of Cumberland received a few years ago, right?
Yeah, absolutely. As a part of that project, we added a parking lot because we never had a full parking lot before.
Okay.
We renovated our playground shelters, but also we have 2 brand new basketball courts with all brand new solar lighting, as well as some bike racks and some solar path lighting all the way around the park.
That's interesting that you mentioned that. So it went green, a green park then obviously, right? And it went solar, which brings up another good point. What are the hours? Is every park in Cumberland, do they all have the same hours or what is that?
They do. Everything in Cumberland's dusk to dawn. So we change with the season. So as the days grow longer, we want you to be able to play longer. If they grow shorter, we want you to have to kind of get back inside for safety.
Yeah, for sure. Couldn't go without noticing Community Day, August 10th. We forgot to talk about this. Actually, just this past weekend, the first one, because the very first one was rained out, right?
Blues Beer and Barbecue.
Blues Beer and Barbecue was rained out. This past Saturday was that was a community day as well, right?
Yeah, it was Blues Beer and Barbecue. Community Day is a little bit different. At the BBB, we had Ladies' Night over the weekend. It was a great success. Probably had around 800 people or so attend, which was decent turnout.
Right.
Community Day, though, is kind of in celebration of our community and a connection to our law enforcement. It's sort of a community policing event. Our officers come out, cook food, serve it to the community. We have all kinds of games, activities for families, and it's just a good day for all.
Hey, Community Day is August 10th, and then we still have one more. The fireworks this summer will be when? When will the fireworks be this summer?
Those will be at the August Blues Beer and Barbecue event coming the last Saturday in August at 5 p.m. The event will take place.
All right, Ben, we went on a little bit of a journey there, and we came to another park in Cumberland. What park are we at now?
We are in Lions Park right now off of Buck Creek Road, and we are standing on the Buck Creek Trail where it passes through Lions Park.
Okay, so for those that can't see on film, it's going that way and back out towards US 40, right? If you go that way.
Correct.
And then here, it goes all the way through the park. And then you told me earlier before we got on camera, on the other side of that bridge, which you may be able to see way in the distance, is some more of Lions Park way back there, some open field.
There's an open field with a loop trail that people can kind of run laps on.
Okay.
In the future, we're probably going to have some play equipment or exercise equipment around that loop trail.
Okay.
Buck Creek Trail itself continues all the way north up to 21st Street and then goes over to Buck Creek Road, and you can take sidewalk all the way up to I-70.
Okay.
And the network will grow out from there.
Now, I couldn't help but notice the bright, and I bet they can see it on the camera too, the bright blue courts over there.
That's right.
And you were telling me you converted tennis courts to pickleball? Is that right?
Correct,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
That was one tennis court. Now it's 4 pickleball courts, which For the pickleball community, pickleball crowd, 4 is not really quite enough, so we're planning to add more in the future.
Okay.
Pickleball's been the fastest growing sport in the nation for something like a decade now, and
Fun
huge
fact.
demand for it. Every time we do Parks Master Plan surveys, impact fee studies, more pickleball courts is always on that list.
Yeah, you know, and I've never played it. It's funny though, I was playing golf last week, and the place where we were playing also had pickleball courts, and they're like, we could have played this instead, but I guess it's a combination of tennis and something. I don't know what, but
Right.
It looks cool. I've never played it, but yeah, there's also pickleball tournaments or something that happen here too. Is that right?
There's a pickleball club that meets pretty routinely. They're on the court. There's a scheduler. You can scan, I believe, a QR code or a link on there, and you can go and schedule your pickleball, or you can meet up with the groups. We pretty much nonstop have pickleball play going on here as long as it's daylight out. There's people playing pickleball. I think today the only exception is there's rain going on, so that's probably slowed it down.
So are you saying all towns and cities are welcome to challenge the Cumberland Community Pickleball Team? Is that what you're saying?
I think they'd be up for it.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well, hey, challenge has now been thrown out to all other communities. Cumberland Community Pickleball Team is accepting all challenges. Ben, I wanted to make sure I brought to everyone's attention too, Family Fun Night, it looks like. Tell us more about that. It says second Thursdays of May through October here in this park.
Yep, absolutely. Family Fun Nights put on by our Cumberland Parks Board. They are out here during those hours, 5:30 to 7:30. They're doing pickleball, soccer, sometimes they'll have kids crafts, multiple things over that direction, as you were saying. We have a soccer field that people can rent and use. Anybody can rent our shelters, any of the space out here, reserve the courts, all that online as well. But the Parks Board does a really good job facilitating that, and it's really a fun time. As it says, family, bring the whole family out for that.
So you mentioned, and you said it online kind of, but where would someone go like me that has no clue, even though I live near Cumberland or in Cumberland? I use the Cumberland Post Office, as I've mentioned several times. How do I reserve one of those, or how do I reserve, you told us how to do the pickleball, but how do I reserve a covered shelter for an event?
And you can do this in any of our parks, but you can scan a QR code. If you see a sign like this, it'll take you right to the website, or go to www.town.cumberland.in.us, or you can go to 11501 East Washington Street, which is our town hall, and go inside and somebody can help you rent.
All right, dude, you surprised me with this one. I didn't even know this was here. We're at, what is this, Weyburn Pocket Park.
That's right.
That's US 40.
Correct.
There's some historic stuff up there about Cumberland that I'm going to get on video, but you surprised me with this one, dude. I didn't even know this existed. So what's the story here?
So Weyburn Pocket Park is, as you said, on US 40. This actually used to be Weyburn South Road. Weyburn South is still behind us. It was turned into a pocket park when we did the Cumberland streetscape. All the trees, landscaping, everything you see back here didn't exist before that project. It's a great park to just kind of come sit. You have Subway kind of across the street, the Green Bean, some of the businesses around here. So it's a place to take a break, maybe drink your coffee, maybe eat a sub. As you said, we have some historic panels back there that talk about the history of the town and kind of the founding around the National Road. And this is really a heritage park right in the center of our downtown, between the Lacey Law Office and the Lacey Law Office Mediation Center. So,
and what's that over there? I'm sorry.
It's the Lacey Law Office Mediation Center.
Okay.
So it's both Jessica Lacey Law, but yeah, it's a wonderful place to come sit. And then during our Vinox Mart Winter Festival in December, normally we'll have reindeer in here. It'll be all lit up. US 40's closed with vendors, so it really gets activated during that event.
Dude, So wait, what was that again? I think okay, again, and I hate to keep repeating, I've lived here for over 5 years, and you said there's an event with reindeer that happened right here in the wintertime?
Yep, it's Vinox Mart. It's the first Saturday in December.
Okay.
We close US 40 that day from Using to Carroll Road, the county line.
Okay.
But this park is normally the home of the reindeer, and we have the evergreen tree here that gets lit up as well as everything else. But during the year, it's really a pretty pleasant place to sit. Occasionally I'll actually sit out here on my lunch break with a sub or a coffee or something like that.
So with reindeer, does Santa Claus make an appearance here too?
Yep, just down the road we have the Cumberland Gap Meeting House that the town owns, which is Santa's house in the wintertime. We can get a photo of that as well.
Yeah, more to come on that, so probably later in the year on this Cumberland Community Chats, but that is really cool. I'm gonna grab some photos of this stuff up front, but hidden gem in the town of Cumberland.
Yep.
All right, Ben, so it's been a great day. We've toured now every park that's existing as of today right now in the town of Cumberland, correct?
Correct, yeah. We have one other park that's under development right now. Actually, 2 parks in development right now with 2 more in planning right now. So,
okay, so by the end of this year, beginning of next year, there'll be 2 additional parks, is that right? Probably.
Pieces of first phases, yeah. And over the next 3 years, there should be 4 additional parks on top of the 4 we've visited today, including Honors Park, where we're at right now.
Honors Park, right. So fun fact, we've been now to Honors Park, Weyburn Park, which is where we just came from, National Road Park, and Lions Park.
That's right.
Let's see how good of a town manager you are. Which one's the oldest park, Ben?
I believe that would be National Road Park.
Okay.
I'm not positive.
Yeah.
It's all before my time.
Yeah, that's fair, but
I do believe it's National Road Park.
Okay, which would make sense, right? It was built along the National Road, so that's awesome. So we're at all the parks are cool, all the parks are special, but we're at a really special park for as for honoring folks, it looks like, right? Tell us more about Cumberland Honors Park, Ben.
Yep, Honors Park is predominantly a toddler park, but there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. As you said, it's the Honors Park, and standing behind us is the Honors Park kind of monument. Every year, and they don't always select somebody every year, but we take nominees from the public or the Parks Board or the Town Council, any board and commission, for somebody who's made a significant impact on the town of Cumberland and helped mold and shape the town of Cumberland. Then in the fall, we honor that person. We have a celebration of them, whether they're living or they've passed, doesn't matter. And then their name gets inscribed onto the stone. In addition to that, behind where you're at, Matt, over there, we have the time capsule that's also here. That was placed in 2016. I believe it's due to be open 2066, so stand by, attend that if you can. 42 years from now. You'll be
I'll be living and strong. I'll be stronger than ever by then.
Still going strong. Yeah. But also, in addition, it's on Saturn Street, and it's right where we have our blues, beer, and barbecue events as well.
Okay.
So we utilize not just the park in here, but the entire field behind it and some neighboring businesses to have that music festival throughout the summer, as well as the Rock Timber September rock event is held in the same area. So it's connected to the Pennsy Trail back there, and we have a Cumberland art piece on the back of this fence.
Okay.
So it's kind of a small but mighty park.
Yeah. And like you said, you can probably see the road in the background. This road, I believe, if I remember right, is all shut down. There's food vendors and there's all kinds of vendors along this road during the events.
Food, alcohol, music, normally desserts. Good variety of things.
Yeah. Folks, if you haven't been out to one of these parks that we've shown you today, you got to get out, especially if you live in the town of Cumberland. And again, that offer I think still stands, according to Ben, that the Cumberland pickleball community is willing to take on all challenges from any other town.
That's right.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we put that up and it becomes something famous now, right?
There you go. Yeah.
And then you get all the credit. So that'll be awesome.
I'm sure.
Again, hey, Cumberland community, this has been Cumberland Community Chats, episode 4. We look forward to seeing you on episode 5.
Yeah, thank you.